Welcome into the post-game Phil Esposito show. Whalers win 9-2. Espo, have you ever seen anything like that?
Have I ever seen anything like that before? Yeah, I have. I've been involved in a couple of those before. You know, I don't know what transpired there. Something happened, and Foley got a little pissed, and then all hell broke loose. So, but you know, I mean, it was a rough start to the game, and then once we got going, you know, I was pretty impressed with the guys how they responded after what happened the other night and stuff. So, you know, we had to respond somehow and get a win here, and they responded pretty well tonight.
Now, Alec Kirshner made it look really easy tonight. 6 goals, I'm pretty sure, is a league record. What can you say about number 17, who really seems to be stoking the offensive fires?
Well, you know, like, we were planning on having him back, and once he came back here and he got settled in here, I knew he was going to start burying pucks and getting points and stuff, because that's what the kid does. I mean, when he starts moving his feet and he gets going and he starts getting in the groove, he's unstoppable a lot of times. So, you know, he got in a rhythm tonight. I know it was a lot of open space, a lot of open ice, and he was out on the ice every other shift after all that stuff had settled down. So, you know, that's just what Alec does. I mean, that's what we needed. We needed a jump like that. We needed a little kick start, and that's what we have tonight.
And a guy who hopefully gets some recognition for tonight, a guy who I'm sure you did not see this coming from, or planned that up specifically, but Matt Trues comes in, only gives up 2 goals in a short span in the first period, but really held down the fort and let the offense explode. What have you seen in practice and from what he's been doing to give you confidence with him?
Well, I got a lot of confidence in Trucy. I've seen him before, and that's why he's here, you know, because we get a lot of call-ups and things like that and stuff. So, you know, he's a good goaltender. He's a big kid. He moves pretty well, and he does his job. I mean, he can play here. It's not an issue of him not being able to play here. It's just him getting a chance to play here. So, you know, I knew he'd hold the fort. I wasn't really too concerned about him going in. So, I mean, everything was fine from that point on. And, like, I knew, you know, he can stop the puck. The kid can play hockey, and he can play goals. So, you know, I was pretty confident about him being in the net tonight.
All right, Coach. Well, it's going to be really interesting because tomorrow night, same time, same place, these two teams will go at it again. Do you think all the animosity has been burned off, or do you think we'll have a repeat?
I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll see.
All right, Coach. Thanks again for your time. Whalers get it 9-2, break the 5-game slide, and we'll be back with our player of the game, Alec Kirshner.